Hey, how you guys doing today? This is James from Kicking It with Maya and Jay, one half of the dynamic duo. My co-host couldn't be here today, so I'm holding down the fort. And today we have a special guest with us today. We have my friend Frank Labute.
Labute, yes.
Frank, tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm a New Yorker, and you're a New Yorker.
I'm a New Yorker, yeah. I grew up on Long Island. I think you grew up in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, I grew up
right?
in Brooklyn. Yeah, I'm in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah. I lived in Brooklyn when I worked for NYPD after my career in the Marine Corps.
Wow, how many years have you spent in the Marine Corps?
35 years.
35
I
years,
came in
man.
1966, and my first assignment as an infantry officer was Vietnam, infantry platoon commander.
Wow, thank you for your services,
Thank you.
That must have been something special. And I know you did some stuff with Homeland Security.
Yeah, after 35 years in the Marine Corps, I was asked to be the Deputy Commissioner for Counterterrorism for New York City's NYPD. And I did that for about a year and a half, and then I was asked by the Bush administration to become an undersecretary at the Department of Homeland Security. And at that position, I was responsible for domestic intelligence and critical infrastructure protection for the country.
Wow, that's deep. And also, you are now here.
I'm now here, and I love
in
Florida. Yeah.
They said you were part of the chamber. How did
I
that come about?
just joined the chamber a few weeks ago, and I'm very impressed with the leadership and the staff at the chamber. They're terrific people.
Okay, cool. Now, being that you're a veteran, you're doing a lot of stuff with the vets. And let's talk about horses and heroes. How did the concept come about? And because I think it's intriguing that you're dealing with horses and helping with PTSD and the stuff that comes on being in war and all that. Please tell me let's elaborate on that a little bit.
Well, over a year ago, I was invited to join a group that were conducting what we call equine assisted learning. And I did it with my wife for about 4 weeks. And it was in Palm City. And I met the leadership there. 2 ladies that were doing a marvelous job. And one lady is still with us as we transitioned this past summer, summer ago, to develop our own operation and continue to do equine assisted learning. And the heart and soul of what we do now, we have about 5 people on my staff, all volunteers. We have a stable in Palm City. We have 3 horses.
Wow.
And we just finished conducting training and horsemanship orientation to Korean War veterans. So it's very, very much, in essence, connecting veterans and first responders to horses. We got an expression on my handout that says, the essence of what we do is connecting the soul of a hero with the spirit of a horse. And that involves this equine assisted learning. It's about horsemanship. It's about learning to be in the moment, developing confidence. We talk about education, connecting, and empowerment. Because folks, mostly, not simply or only first responders and veterans, a lot of folks deal with trauma in their life.
Yes,
and what we try to do is create an atmosphere that brings to mind a certain level of presence so that they can move all the distractions of life aside and focus at the moment in what they're doing.
Right.
And what they're doing is connecting with the horse.
I just need to know where it's like. It's amazing. I never thought that. I know dogs.
There are service dogs that are trained, cost a lot of money for that, and it's worth it. So you train the dog, and the dog then becomes a partner with the veteran. And a lot of the veterans are veterans that have lost arms and legs, or they have post-traumatic stress in a severe way.
Okay.
And I have an affiliation with a lady, Deb Doherty, who runs a program called DDS for Vets, and that's what she does. And she's a partner with us.
Okay.
And she has helped me, coached me, helped me as we're growing our organization. the great news, which I share with you, and it's brand new news, we have just become a 501c3 nonprofit.
That's great.
We have submitted that status in January, and just last week we were told we were approved, and we have the authority now as a 501c3 nonprofit, which should help us in all aspects of what we're doing.
It should. So, what kind of work do you do with the horses?
Well, again, it's bringing veterans to the horses.
Do you match them? Like I don't.
We don't.
They have a
it's not,
connection.
and it's not a riding club, James. It's an educational experience,
Right.
where the horse gets to know the veteran, the veteran gets to know the horse. There's confidence that's developed within that dynamic, and all of a sudden, good things start happening.
Wow.
And when I say good things, it's all about the education, empowerment, and connecting. Connecting is a critical part of what we're doing. And again, we believe we do it correctly, and I'm very confident that Karen Woodbury, who is our lead equine expert, knows all of the procedures, techniques, and been so well educated. She's highly qualified and licensed to do this sort of work.
Okay.
We also have on call a psychologist, a mental health
I was going to
expert
ask you about that. Yeah.
that will help us along the way.
Okay.
If we have the occasion to deal with someone, veteran or first responder, that may need special attention.
Right. Because I know the PTSD in the horses sometimes. That's
Right.
why it's like it's very powerful.
It is very powerful, and it works. It really does work.
What's one
I
of
mean,
your-
again, I've been through this. I went through the training.
I was about
And-
to ask you
and
to share a story
Absolutely.
with me.
And in my experience in Vietnam, not to dwell on that or dwell on me, but I was in an infantry unit, and July 1967, we were tasked to go in and rescue another Marine company. We didn't have any details on what was going on. We got on the ground, about 120 or 30 of us, and at the end of the day, we were in a major fight. And I was wounded 3 times in one day, which didn't take a lot of brains, by the way.
No.
But the bottom line is, as a result of all of that,
Right.
and credit to my troops and other officers who saved my life, I got post-traumatic stress.
Right.
And so, in my experience in the Marine Corps, and I was very lucky to be Lieutenant General when I retired, a 3-star general, you learn to deal with your environment. But through all of those years after Vietnam, those emotions never went away.
Yeah.
That they are scar tissue,
Yes.
emotional scar tissue. So when I got involved in Horses and Heroes a year ago, I thought it was extremely beneficial. It helped me tremendously. And that's why I'm reaching out to veterans and first responders to try to bring them to our groups. And our groups typically range between 5 and 8 people,
Okay.
once a week for an hour and a half. And that is the essence of what we're doing.
Okay. That is not bad at all, man. That's not bad at all. So how many guys you got now going into
We have nobody right
program?
now that's in the queue to be trained or educated. And I'm working with police departments and fire departments, hoping that they will let me chat with their folks so that I can encourage them to join us. By the way, it's cost-free to first responders and vets.
Yes.
There's no cost involved.
Wow.
And it's finding the
So,
time to join us.
Yeah.
And for a working person, that could be a challenge. And I've told my staff, all wonderful people, I said, once we get folks that want to join us who are working day in and day out, we need to look at adjusting our schedule so we can meet their needs.
Okay. Are you doing anything through the VA?
I have meetings with the VA next week down in the hospital at West Palm Beach.
Okay.
Because I think now that we're qualified as a 501c3 nonprofit, I think they can open doors for us and introduce us to either organizations or individuals that could benefit from our program.
Indeed.
And that's where I'm going with all of that.
Indeed. So right now you have 6 horses, 7.
Three horses,
horses.
one stable out at Palm City.
Let them know where the clubhouse is at. Where is it at? It's in Stewart, you said?
The clubhouse.
34.
That's where I live.
Okay.
We're a small group. We're beyond taking baby steps. We're into full stride, but we're not running yet.
Not running yet.
We hope to have a website up probably in the next week.
Okay, cool.
So
you got to come back.
I'll come back. I'd love to. Plus, I got to see another New Yorker, my friend.
Yeah. When I read your bio, I said he's from New York.
Yeah.
Right around the corner from me.
Yeah. I'm gonna take an opportunity to tell you something right here.
Okay.
In fact, I'm gonna let you do it since you're my partner here. I want you to read for everybody what we've written as our mission statement.
I'm going to read the mission statement to you guys. It says, the mission of Horses and Heroes of Southeast Florida, Inc. is to gently empower personal development in the lives of veterans and first responders, helping them connect to the community through the benefits of equine assisted learning.
Yeah.
EAL.
I want to tell you did a good job. Let me shake your hand. You did a good job reading that.
You know what I love? Connecting the souls of a hero with the spirit of a horse.
That's it. That's what we do.
That's a beautiful slogan.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful slogan.
It is a great slogan.
So now we could take a minute. Let us know where we can find you. What social media is.
Yeah.
So that the people can know if now that you're a 501c3.
Yeah.
To at least get donations or whatever.
Yeah. Well, again, it's Frank Labuti, and everyone and anyone can call me at any time. My cell phone is 256-529-7642. My email address is LabutiFrank, no period, no space between Labuti and Frank. LabutiFrank@gmail.com. And I guarantee you I'll call you back within the next 24 to 48 hours after you leave me a message. And James, this has been great.
Yeah, it's been great, Mr.
You've really been helpful.
No, when I first came in and we connected, I felt good. I was like, okay, he's a New Yorker and he's a soldier.
Marine.
What's it? It's a difference in the soldier.
There is a difference culturally, yeah. But that's okay. Listen,
I almost got slapped.
I've got a lot of my buddies who are Army guys, and the Army guys have my deepest respect and admiration, because at the end of the day, in the fight or during humanitarian operations, we're all one team.
Exactly.
You don't separate Marines and soldiers.
My brother was a Navy guy, and my uncle is a Marine guy.
Yeah,
they get along.
My wife is a retired Navy captain, and let me tell you, she's in charge.
Yeah, of course, he's in charge, man.
I have to ask permission to come in the house at night.
Oh my God! Well, Frank, man, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah,
you got to come back. I need to do a follow up, and I'm probably going to come out there and check out the horses, man.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to come out and check out.
You got my card. You call me.
I'm going to call you. I'm going to arrange a time to come out and hang out with you for a little bit.
I love it.
I'm intrigued by what you're doing right now, and I really appreciate everything you've done for our country. And
I was
thank
honored.
you for our services.
I was honored.
You know?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, this is Jay from Maya and Jay. I'm just saying good night, good day, good morning, from wherever you at, whatever time zone you watching, because we're on the internet. So, from Kicking It with Maya and Jay, take care.
Thank you. Thank you so much.